Well, hey everybody. A little different project this morning on the IROC. I've been shopping for a jack because these cars are very close to the ground, and the frame, particularly on the right hand side here, is back quite a ways. And in order to jack properly and pick up the subframe, you need to have a jack that's long and low and can get underneath the exhaust pipe. And it's kind of been a consistent issue for me as I've been working on the car, trying to I always have to do some workarounds, especially picking up this right hand side. In fact, one of them is to use my normal jacks on the left hand side and lift the car part way so that I can then get a jack under this side and clear the exhaust system. Because it's the ground effects piece on the side of the car here is 7.5 inches, but then the clearance under the exhaust pipe is only like 5 1/4. It just depends. It depends on your car, on your model, exactly what size tires you have, how much load is in it. There are a lot of variables, so I don't know what your car might look like. But I measured mine carefully, and I've been down and visited Harbor Freight, and I decided to try one of their Pittsburgh aluminum 2.5 ton little profile jacks. I could have gotten a steel one, but they get pretty heavy pretty fast, and it was attractive to me. This one weighs in a little over 50 pounds according to the spec sheets. So I'm going to pull this out of the box and see how it works on my car. The handle, get the instructions. Find a good place to grab a hold of it here. So this is the jack. They call it a rapid pump. This end is only a little over 3 inches off the floor, and I measured carefully when I was in the store. I measured the height to this level and the height at this level, but the real trick on this car is, again, the frame is back a ways. So you kind of need to go from the center of the frame rail here back to where does the exhaust pipe clear. And by my measurements, I should have plenty of room. So we'll see from there. They've got a clip here, plastic clip. It looks like for shipping purposes to keep keep the pump down while it's in the box. And I've got a good dose of grease in here. There's a screw to run down on the end here to hold the handle in. Looks good. And they've got a couple handles on the side for picking it up and carrying it around. Those feel like steel. But the frame is all aluminum in here. And it's not too bad to pick up and carry around. So, and then here's the second piece. So you can use the handle one or two connected together. We'll set that one aside and see how it does with just the one. It's a nice pad on the handle so that you don't dent the car. And at this point, I'm underneath and still have clearance to the exhaust system. You have to watch still where I put it. So there's the back of the subframe. Alright, so at this point, I have it back a little ways toward the back of the subframe. It looks like I certainly have clearance to the rocker panel. And I have clearance to the exhaust pipe. And by the way, I do have the wheels blocked in the back. Alright, at this point I need the longer handle. I could probably do it without it, but it's more comfortable. Just want to check that I'm under the frame, and I am. Well, that got under the frame rail. Cleared the exhaust. Took more than 3 pumps. It says rapid pump, but I'm not, frankly. An extra few pumps isn't critical to me, I'll say. But that gets it up pretty nicely, pretty quickly. And you don't have to go under as deep if the jack's a little bit further to the front. So, hey, that looks pretty nice. Now I can get underneath without having to go through a lot of crazy gyrations. I like this. I think this is going to do a good job for this car. Let's let her back down now. I can also get up front for her. And that also works pretty nice. And I've got good clearance to the exhaust pipe, and catches the frame pretty easily. So, hey, next project, I'll put this jack to good use. But very nice. And this one, it goes from 3 2/3 inches at the bottom to 18 5/8 when it's all the way to the top. So, you know, it's over 15 inches of lift. That's pretty darn good. And I'm pretty happy. So if you've got one of these Camaros and you need a jack to get underneath, I gotta recommend this 2.5 ton Pittsburgh. Ought to do the job for you really well.